When I was a little boy, I went to my mom and asked if I was different. She said, yeah, you're different, but so is everyone else. And wouldn't the world be boring if we were all the same? Some people's differences are more obvious than others, and that's the kind of difference you have. But look, if you had two plates, one was white and one had all kinds of color, the one with all kinds of color is more interesting, and that's the kind of world we want to live in. So, not the boring world where everyone is the same. We need people who stand out, who are different, who stand out. Those people can create great change in the world. And, well, yeah, and after thinking about it a bit more, my mom said, at some point you might get bullied. And I'll step in when that happens, but look. We should embrace people for their differences and not despite them. Some of that was said by Martin Luther King. And these words that my mom said helped me embrace, better understand, and accept people's differences. So, and my idea is that we should be nice to people who are unique, because everyone is unique, and we shouldn't be mean to them because of their uniqueness. So, I asked my mom about being different because I am different, and because I have Asperger's. That's an autism spectrum disorder. Asperger's is on the more mild side of the autism spectrum, but autism can get pretty severe. So some people with severe autism can flap their hands like this. And it's because they're stressed and they feel disconnected from their bodies, and flapping their hands helps get that feeling back. The only bad thing about it is that some people look at them while they're flapping their hands, and that makes them even more stressed, and they flap their hands even more. But I don't. Autism is becoming a norm, and it is important that we that others understand and include autistic people into society. Autistic people have a lot to offer to society. I mean, look at what Albert Einstein did, and he's autistic. In the words of Albert Einstein, everybody is a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it'll go its whole life believing that it's stupid. And I think that means that if we judge a person by their differences, they'll go their whole life hating those differences instead of standing up and being who they are. And it is really good to be different, because if you try and be the same as everyone else, you'll never know all the amazing things you can do. And you should treat autistic people with respect, because their differences fuel our way to a better future. And I'll say it one more time. We shouldn't disrespect people's differences, especially autistic people's differences, because they will help us in the future with stuff we can never understand without telling you how they look at it or their explanation. And there you go.